Hey everyone, I just want to welcome you to tonight's call. I'm super excited. Tonight on our weekly call, we're going to have our Silver Ambassador, Marita Smith, who is going to be sharing some of her story with us tonight. Let me just tell you a little bit about how Marita and I met. We actually met on Instagram. Marita, back in October of 2015, she contacted me, and she was 9.5 weeks pregnant at the time. And Marita is a researcher, and so she had already done her research on Plexus, and she contacted me, interested in using Plexus for my pregnancy, and what would you recommend? And so we got our relationship started. She signed up as an ambassador back in October of 2015, and within the next month, she was a silver ambassador. So she's goal-oriented. She's just had her second baby, and just bought a house and just moved in this weekend. So I'm really happy that she made time to talk to us tonight. Marita, I'm going to put the spotlight video on. Oh, no, actually, let's just leave it like that. Why don't you take it away? Why don't you tell us about you?
Hey, tired, maybe crazy, but
You're breaking up, Marita. I get every other word. Try again.
okay. Can you still hear me?
That's better. Yeah.
I'm on my phone, and I don't have Wi-Fi, so we'll see.
That's okay.
Like she said, I started when I was pregnant, and before I got pregnant, I was actually having some health problems. I had my son; he's almost 3, and I had major fatigue and brain fog, and didn't want to get off the couch to wake up. My son would wake me up. I'd get up, go on the couch, didn't want to get up, just exhausted, no reason why. I felt like if I went to the doctor, they'd be like, "Oh, you're depressed." I knew I wasn't depressed, but I felt down because I felt so bad. I had problems with my knees, just a bunch of different things that didn't make sense. And then when I got pregnant, it just obviously got worse because pregnancy tiredness and all the good stuff that comes with pregnancy. So like I said, I was looking for something, and I was praying about something to happen, whether healing or just something, find some reason or some cause to it all. And I started looking at Plexus, and Kelly actually started following me, and I followed her back. I seen that she was on my faith, so I was like, well, see what she's about. And I was watching what she was posting, and I like some people, they get annoyed and they're, it's just like, oh, okay, it's just, it's just scam, it's just whatever. Because I'm skeptical, always skeptical about stuff like this. And so I started looking at it all, and then finally I told my husband, I'm like, this looks legit. This looks like something that would work. And she actually did a giveaway for Slim, and I said, well, God, maybe if I win this, then this is what I'm supposed to do. And I never win stuff, so I thought it wouldn't happen. And so then I actually won it, and I was like, okay, well, here we go. So I tried it, and within a few days of just being on the Slim, I noticed my energy coming back. I felt like I cleaned house and did a bunch of stuff all day and felt great. My brain fog started going away. My cravings lessened, and at that point in my pregnancy, I was craving junk food all the time, sweet. And so that wasn't a good way to start pregnancy, eating like that all the time. That started going away, and then my inflammation in my knees started going away. So I was sold right away within a couple of days, and I became an ambassador. I keep seeing results. I have allergies, and I haven't had seasonal allergies this season change, so that's great. I'm really excited about Plexus, the opportunity. I kind of backed off for a little bit, not intentionally, just got busy, and I still took the product because that's never going to change. I tell people it doesn't matter if people decide to buy from me, or because I'm going to take them because I know what it's done for me. So I'll share it and share it and share it, but I'm going to always be taking it. So I'm excited about it. I have a lot of people right now that are interested in starting to get signed up and buy, and I've been telling them this opportunity is huge right now, and we're right at the brink of, some people have been in it for a couple years already and are diamonds, but I still think we're at the beginning. There's so many people that don't know about it yet, and so I'm really, really excited. There's last few days I go to church, I go places, and hey, what's this that you're talking about, Instagram, or what is this? And so it's been pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to reaching the top with everybody. I'm short-winded, so I think that's all I got.
That's awesome. I have a couple of questions for you. I'm sure that everyone would love to know. How do you squeeze Plexus in around your busy life? You have a husband, you have 2 small children, one being a newborn, you never sleep, I'm sure. You just moved. So when and how do you squeeze Plexus in for people that have busy lives like you?
Right now, it's been a little bit crazy. I've been mostly doing the Instagramming. I'm feeding my daughter, and I'll be, I just in little bits and pieces of life that I can squeeze it in right now. Once that we're settled into this house, it'll be more nap time, getting it in at nap time, and just squeezing it when they're doing their thing. And then just whenever I just make the time when people are ready to want to talk to me, I make sure I'm available. My husband's very helpful with that because he knows how important it is. He's excited about it, so he always makes sure I have the time to talk to people and gives me that opportunity.
That's awesome. You mentioned that now people are starting to ask you more about it, and I want to just reinforce that you have been with the company for how many months now?
7, 8 months.
Okay, so 7 or 8 months. And just now people, and some of these people are probably people that have been watching you for almost that long, wouldn't you say?
Definitely.
Okay, so it's really important just for the new people that have just signed up with us this month and last month to know that there's a sales cycle involved with every sale, right? Like everything, nobody buys anything usually the first time, unless you're at a cash register and you just buy a pack of bubble gum, that's called an impulse purchase. Plexus is not an impulse purchase, so it's going to take people time. And so the seeds that you planted early on are starting to harvest. Tell us about early on, and how did you get to be silver in your first month, Marita?
I had some family jump on board with me, and a friend, and I shared it with some people that I knew close, that I felt comfortable just saying, hey, try this with me. And I don't have a ton of people that I'm skeptical, and my family's skeptical, and my friends are skeptical. So for me, I'm not one of those people that has a ton of friends that are like, oh, whatever you do, I'm going to do it. As far as this goes, because we're all a bunch of skeptics, I guess. But there was a few that that they were interested right off the bat with me, and then now I have a few more after the 7 or 8 months that's family finally starting to too. So that's how with silver though I was able to just getting people that close I felt comfortable reaching out to.
Well, that's awesome. And I loved how you said that your husband's on board and that you plan on taking this long term. Like, what are your goals with Plexus?
Well, diamond.
Yes, you can do it.
Yeah, outside that, I mean, I joke about that, but I want to help people with it. I believe it's bigger than. I'm obviously a Christian, and I believe God's our healer. But I think when it comes to stuff that we put in our bodies that aren't natural, or just the way our lifestyles are now, that He didn't really create us to necessarily be like or live like. He allows us to find other natural ways to take care of those problems, and He can always heal us anytime. But there's so many people with so many issues because of this, the way the way we live. And so I feel like he's allowed this to come into my life, and I feel like it's to help a lot of people that I know. I know I mean, we all know so many people that have so many sicknesses, really about health. And I think for me, that's just to be able to share and to really help people, and financially too, because the business opportunity is so great that I think on both ends, it's such an exciting opportunity to help people.
Yeah, for real. Tell us a story or two before you end of someone you've been able to help that's just been really just so cool for you.
Well, one just really recent off the top of my head. She's actually 20, 21, and my husband and I were youth leaders for a while, and she was in our youth group, and she had a lot of ups and downs, personality-wise, as far as just, yeah, like no one liked her, and she didn't want to be involved in youth stuff, and she just had a hard time, but she hung out with us a lot, and with a lot of time, we had encouraged her a lot. But now that I'm getting into Plexus, I'm noticing a lot of things are just hormonal imbalances or imbalances in your body and cause you to have anxiety. And I gave her some samples, and she started them, and within a week, she was already feeling just that even keel balance and anxiety, and just feeling comfortable again, and talk to people without feeling that anxiety. And I was just telling her about the imbalances and stuff, and so that was really exciting because I told her it's not, you can get depressed and you think it's just you and
Yeah.
something's messed up as far as who you are, but it's really just an imbalance in your body. And so that's been really exciting to see that. And I don't know, trying to think of any other ones. I'm not good at the top of my head.
You're doing great.
But yeah,
How's it helping your husband? Is he on the products yet?
been on and off. He's not as consistent as me. But he took the Slim in the accelerator, and he was working out, and that really helped him with dropping weight, and just feeling like the bloat going away and just all that kind of stuff. But he's not as consistent, and he likes it, but that's something we're working on.
Good. Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing your time tonight. I know that you are super duper busy this weekend. So any of you ladies have any questions for Marita? No? Okay. So we have, but what I'm going to do now is see if I can switch the spotlight. Hang on. Okay. Well, okay. I was going to try to put the spotlight video on me because I want to teach a little bit now about my daily method of operation, but we'll just leave it the way it is. So if you want to grab a pen or a piece of paper, or you may already have one, what I'm going to do for the remainder of the call is just talk to you about what I do every day. And in network marketing, they call it a DMO, which is a daily method of operation. And I wrote down a list of 7 things that I do every day. And they don't necessarily get done in this order, but I do try to do them every day. And so I thought that this might be helpful for you all, because this is a team of people. I believe that since you're on this call, you're people that want to succeed, and you want to go to the next step. And I'm at the next step. I'm a gold ambassador. So you can, if you're silver, you can easily achieve this next step, which is where I am. And this is how I did it. That my daily method of operation includes these 7 things. And again, that's not exactly in order. It's just how it came to my mind. So the first thing is training. I spend every day, and I have spent every day for the past year, training myself on Plexus. And what do I mean by that? I'm kind of obsessed. So I spend a lot of time training myself. So I watch a lot of YouTube videos on Plexus, on products, on testimonials, diamond documentaries. I've seen every one at least 5 times. I also absorb this guide. Now, when I started a year ago, this was the guide that we got. You newbies have something else. You actually have a nicer one. You have a Success Kit, which is even nicer. But it has the same information in it. Okay, so my point there is take your kit that you got and learn a little bit of it every day. Read a page a day, 2 pages a day. Reread it, highlight it, cross things, underline things. I go into my back office every day, and I learn something new in there every day. I try to do 3-way calls as often as possible. And for me, those are about training as well. Okay, so that all falls under the bucket of training. The second thing that I do every day is follow up. I follow up on customers that have already ordered. I follow up on friends that I've just met that I want to continue to be friendly with so that I can bring up Plexus with them eventually. I follow up on members that have just signed up. I follow up on, let's see, ambassadors. I said that. I follow up on customers, potentials. I follow up on people that have shown some kind of interest. Maybe they DM'd me or something, and I gave them information a week or 2 or 3 or a month ago, and I follow up on them. Okay. I just do a little bit each day, but every day consists of some type of follow-up. Now, my favorite method of follow-up is texting, just because I'm long-winded when I talk. And so a phone call for me could take an hour. And I don't want to put 10 hours a day into Plexus. So it's much easier for me to just pop out 5 text messages than it is to be on one phone call. And they could be, and they're short, just wanted to check on you, see how you're doing, hoping you're loving it just like I love it. Or just checking in to see if you got your products yet. That's following up, okay? I want to read something to you that I thought was phenomenal about follow-up. You're gonna just be amazed at this. But I really do think that it's been the key to why I've been able to continue to grow, even in times this year when I've put my business on the back burner. Listen to these statistics. 48% of sales people never follow up. 48%. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop there. 12% of salespeople make only 3 contacts and they stop there. Only 10% of salespeople ever contact the same person more than 3 times. Only 10%. Now, I'm a little bit nuts about that. I'll contact the same person 5, 10 times. It doesn't bother me to be bothering people. And that's because I don't see it that way. I see it as loving on them. Like, I'm excited to talk to them. I want to check up on them. I hope they're doing well. And if they're not doing well, I want to fix that. And so listen to these statistics. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. 5% of sales are made on the third contact. 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact. And listen to this number. 80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. And I believe that is why my business is starting to explode right now. Literally this past month, my income and my activity level have doubled. And it's because I've been touching those same people for months after month after month. And it's 80% of the sales that people will buy between the 5th and the 12th contact. So don't be afraid to continue to reach out to people, because it's not until you stay in their lives and you touch them all the up to the 5th and the 12th contact, and somewhere in between there is where they're going to go, okay, sure, I'll give it a try. All right, so training was the first thing that I do every day for myself. Following up is the second thing that I do every day for myself and for my business. Prayer is the third thing. I pray that the Lord would have his way. I pray that the Lord would bring the right people to me, because when you're in business with people, I read it somewhere, it's to get out of business with those people is harder than getting a divorce. And so you don't want to be in business with the wrong people. So you want God to send you the people that you want to work with, that you love, that you get along with, that are not going to be a thorn in your side. And so I pray that God would send me the right people. I pray that God would teach me how to balance my time, because I can be a bit obsessive about stuff. I pray that God would help me to keep him first and to keep my family first. And I pray for the success of my customers and all of you, and for my team members. And I do that every day. The fourth thing that I do every day is I post and I engage on social media. The social media platforms that I use are Instagram and YouTube. And not only am I posting every day, but I'm also engaging with other people that are non-Plexus people. That's important. And so you don't want to just post and then just wait for people to come. Instead, you want to build relationship with the people that are following you and the people that you're following, because remember, it's between the 5th and the 12th touch that people will say yes. So posting and engaging on social media, what I try to do every day is one Plexus post to one non-Plexus post, so that you're not puking Plexus on people. It can't just be about Plexus. Except for on Thursdays. On Thursdays, I puke Plexus on people, but that's because I've kind of set it up to where I call Thursdays my testimonial Thursday. So that's my one day where I kind of put out, maybe 6 to 10 posts just about Plexus. But on a normal day, I don't do that. On a normal day, I might put up 1 or 2 Plexus posts and 1 or 2 personal posts. And the important thing about doing that every day is because I have had customers come to me and say, you know what, we came to you even though there's someone at my job that's selling Plexus, because your posts seem real, like you know what you're talking about. They seem like you seem like you understand the products. You seem like you're really into it. And this is a health product. And so I want to go to someone that seems like they know what they're talking about. The girl at my job, she's in school and she's just kind of doing this part-time for some money. So people can tell if you're just in this for the money or if you're in this to actually learn about the product so that you can help them. And I have had people come to me over other ambassadors because I continue to post every day, and they know that I'm not just selling something. Instead, I'm teaching them about it. I'm learning about it myself, and I'm posting my results. They understand that I'm consistent. When you're consistent, you will attract people that way, okay? So the next one, number 5, is I'm consistent with my own health journey. And so what I mean by that is not only am I taking my products every day, but I'm following my ups and downs very closely. So I'm following whether I don't feel well today. And I'll say to myself, okay, what did I do differently today or yesterday? Have I taken my products? Okay, I've taken my products. So what else could be wrong? Could it be that time of the month? Could I be stressed about anything? What did I eat yesterday? I wonder if that's affecting me today. And so I am following my own health journey super closely. Why? Because I really believe that I'm my biggest customer. Like I have to convince me first, right? So, and I have to make this journey work for me. And I have found that when I'm struggling with my own journey, those are the times when I've learned the most about Plexus. For the first 6 months, I only took 2 probiotics, and my stomach still was hurting me every day. And so I had to push past my own discouragement and be like, oh, okay, I'll just keep taking it. Eventually it'll work. Well, it wasn't until 6 months in that I realized I should up my own dosage. Hello? So I switched to 4 probiotics, and guess what? The stomach pain went away. So I truly believe that I am my own biggest customer, and I follow my own Plexus journey with consistent analyzation. I'm constantly analyzing, what did I eat? What did I do? Why am I tired? Okay, I did that yesterday. Okay, that's why it feels like the Plexus isn't working. It's because I did something else that had nothing to do with it. The next thing that I do, which is number 6, is I read network marketing books. Network marketing is a profession. And it's very different. And we all come to this profession from all walks of life. And some of us come from very introverted jobs like mine. I was a stay-at-home mom and I worked from home for a property management company. So I was at home a lot. Some of us come from jobs where we are talking to people all day, but we're not selling them anything. So network marketing is a profession that I really believe that if we work at learning how to do it, we can get really good. And I'm going to share with you my 3 favorite books. This is one that I love. It's by Eric Worre, and it's called Go Pro. Now, I've been watching Eric Worre videos for a year now, but I actually only just got his book like this past month. Shawnette, thank you. But he is amazing, and he's all about teaching network marketers how to do it the professional way. Another book that I like is one called Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins. She's another network marketer that you can find her videos on YouTube, and I've learned a lot from just watching her videos. And this is another really good book, and they're all really short reads. And the last book I'm going to share with you is one called Your First Year in Network Marketing. This one I actually bought in my second year. I had already finished my first year, but I wish I had it in the first year because it goes over lots of mistakes that we make in the first year. And so, so this is a really good book. So I spend a lot of time learning the craft. I'm an introvert. It's hard for me to spend a lot of time approaching people and talking to people and stuff. So I feel like it's something I need to learn, and I spend time doing that so that I can get good because I want to advance. I want us all to advance. Okay, and then the very last thing that I do, number 7, and it's probably not the last thing I do, but it's the last thing I have on my list, is I make new friends every day because I really believe that network marketing is about relationships and about your network, and you're going to run out of the friends that you have. And so, and I really believe that your warm market, and I have some videos on that. Make sure you guys take a look at those. I just created those videos and put them up last week. I really believe that your warm market, which is what you'll read about in this book, is where your success will come from. And so I really believe that you need to be continually building on your warm market. You need to continually be making friends. And so I spend a portion of my day making friends. Even if I just leave to go to the bagel shop around the corner, I will engage with the woman who's serving me my bagel around, and I won't bring up Plexus. So you got to understand that this number 7, making new friends and building relationships, is making friends and not talking about Plexus. I don't talk about Plexus when I'm first making a friend because I don't want to seem like that pushy salesperson. I don't. I want to find out about them, and I want them to know me and to like me and to want to be my friend and see if there's a connection. Because, you know, if they end up ultimately on my Plexus team, they're going to be somebody that I want to be in relationship with, right? So I get to know people all the time, every day. I go out of my way to ask them, how are they doing? You know, the bagel lady, you look so tired today. You know, what time do you start? You know, oh my gosh, I start at 5 o'clock every day. Wow, how long have you been doing that? Oh, for 20 something years. That's amazing. Now, I have been talking to this bagel lady now for, 2 months. We just moved 2 months ago. So when I mean make a friend, I don't mean just say hi and goodbye and then the next time you puke Plexus all over them. I mean really make a friend. Now, it's not like I'm going to have her over for dinner. That's not what I mean. But she knows when I walk in that bagel place that I'm interested in her life, and that and she's always going to get a big smile out of me. And one of these days, I'm going to talk to her about Plexus. I'm going to do that when I run out of my warm market of other people that I'm working with right now, because there's only so many hours in the day, right? So you're constantly putting people in that sales pike so that when you start running out of people in your current warm market, you've got some that you've been working on that you'd feel okay talking to about something else other than life. Okay. So that is what I wanted to share with you all, and how that's what I do every day. without fail. I mean, I treat this business like it's a business because I really believe, I've heard someone say that if you treat it like a hobby, you're going to get hobby pay. And hobbies don't pay anything. If you treat it like a part-time business, you're going to get part-time pay. I treat this like it's my profession. And I do that by doing those things every day. Do I want to do all those things every day? Not really. There are some days where I just want to, like on Thursdays, where I just want to take off and not post anything. but I have goals, and I tell myself, you know what? I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to put in 2 years or 4 years or whatever the amount of time takes. Network marketing will pay you very well if you treat it like a real profession. And so that's all I had to share tonight. And I hope you guys got something out of the call. Marita, thank you so much again for being our guest speaker. And did you ladies have anything you wanted to ask about my daily method of operation? Go ahead.
What the second book was by Sarah Roberts, you said?
Sarah Robbins.
Robbins. Okay.
Robbins, Robbins.
Okay.
And it's Rock Your Network Marketing Business. She has videos. If you can't buy the book right now, on YouTube, she has a lot of very short, helpful videos. That's a good question. And there's more. Those just happen to be the 3 I have books for. On my YouTube playlist, I have other network marketing professionals that I listen to as well. What other questions?
Okay.
Go ahead, Shanette.
So with the bagel lady, like, do you just talk to her and just ask her her life questions?
Yeah.
Every like, so do you try to have lunch with her or anything? Like, out now?
No. Because there's not that many hours to the day, right? And I don't have money to take everybody their lunch. So what I do is I just keep the conversation open, and I won't ask her the same thing all the time. I'll just be like, wow, you're still here, just talking, just out of the shell, coming out of your shell of just asking for your stuff and leaving, just making a connection. One of these days I'm going to have my card on me and I'm going to say, you know what, I have something that might help your energy and might make it easier for you to get up at 5 in the morning. And I just haven't done that yet, but I will. So does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Good. Well, guess what? We have less than a minute left on this call, so we're going to have to bring it to an end for tonight. This was another really good one, but let's do it again next Monday. And you guys rock your businesses this week. You can do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.